They tried to make me go to Rehab, but I decided to go to the East End Film Festival instead. How's that as an alternative version? Because I'm joined by two folks from that very festival now, by filmmaker Mark Donne and by festival director Alison Poltock. Welcome both of you to BBC London. You've been here before, Alison.
I have indeed.
And you're here, how many times has it been on now, the festival?
It's the 9th year of the festival.
9th?
Yeah. Good
God.
It's only my third year.
You're growing up.
We are indeed. We are indeed.
And is it a struggle every year to find films that fit the brief, or does it get easier?
Well, the brief is so vast that it's never a struggle to find films. I mean, the starting point when it started 9 years ago was primarily as supporting, showcasing local filmmaking talent. Yeah. But as the festival's grown, it's now become an international programme. So
it's the International East End Festival.
It reflects the communities of East London, which is pretty international in terms of the kind of breakdown of the communities. So,
it certainly is. What sort of venues are you looking at this year?
Well, this year we've got 5 traditional cinemas, but we're really pushing the kind of non-traditional screenings, which I know one of them's Mark's film that he'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, this year actually we've got a heritage film trail, around 10 local watering establishments, right. And bringing our total actually up to 29 venues this year. Blimey. So outdoor screenings, art installations, more kind of guerrilla style kind of music and screenings.
So is it a mix therefore of shorts, of animation and features? I mean, does it go across the board?
Yes, absolutely. We have I think about 12 or 13 shorts programmes, so the submissions are always open for them. We get a lot of local, so we like to do a lot of documentary and local fiction based work, and then, like I said, on that we get films from all across the world as well.
Now, you mentioned Mark's film, and Mark is here, The Rime of the Modern Mariner. First of all, give us I've seen a clip of it up on YouTube. Give us an idea of the whole thing.
Well, very basically, the film is a journey from kind of historically the London docks being the largest port on earth, and a journey right through to the death of the docks, the vacuum that left in terms of the communities, housing, and then we follow it out of London down to the container ports. This journey to see how much the sort of folklore, mythology, and way of life survived when it was containerised. Then we actually went on a voyage on a container ship back to London to sort of meet sailors, modern dockers. So it's kind of chronologically an entire journey through that way of life, and if I'm honest, what happened when it died.
I was going to say, does it still exist in any kind of remnants, or is it just memories? And
In two respects, yeah. One respect in the sense that there's still kind of a handful of docker families in the East End, in Stepney and Poplar and Limehouse, who for me are just the standalone stars of the film. Yeah. And then actually it's amazing. We spending a time on. We came from North Africa all the way back to London on this ship, and speaking to sailors, and it's amazing how much of the superstition and things they will and won't do. And
are they still British sailors? Because one assumes that they're all from Panama or somewhere.
It's very interesting actually, because we ended up making the film we didn't intend to, in the sense that when we got on, everything we were asking about was what's life like on board, and what the dockers like, and actually we've got to kind of put it into a nutshell, we've got dockers standing on Commercial Road smoking, saying, "I'm finished, it's over, I'm the last of my breed." Yeah. And then we've got these kind of pipped British Merchant Navy captains saying, "I'm finished, I'm the last of my breed." So actually what you're left with is Britain as a maritime nation is now the funeral march has started.
Really? Or the funeral, sailing away with the cortege.
Completely, which is a tragedy, I think.
It's a very elegiac film, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Because it's sort of cross-discipline. We got, there's a live score.
See, look, you've gone technical on us now. Cross-discipline.
Cross-discipline, yeah. Cross-discipline.
Sounds like something my teacher used to do.
I was teaching my little girl, Doris, she's 5 months old. I was teaching her cross-discipline this morning. No, in the sense that, there's music is a heavy ingredient. So all the music's organic in the sense that the kind of dark sounds you hear are the sounds of the hull in the mid-Atlantic on the ship. The bell sounds are seamen's churches in the East End. So everything's organic and built around that. And we've got Carl from the Libertines who's narrated the film. And actually the film started from a walk Carl and I were taking. He was going to show me a pub around the back of the GPO, the post office on Whitechapel Road. And he was like, "You've got to see this pub, you'll love it." And it's disappeared. So that's where the urgency to make the film came from.
And there's a showing with live music, isn't there?
It's tonight, yeah. There's a church called St Anne's, which is a beautiful church down in Limehouse.
In Limehouse, yeah. And
it's more that it's got like huge history with the river. It's the only non-shipping structure, the only building that's allowed to fly the white ensign naval flag, and it's been used to kind of guide ships into the Thames for 400 years. So we're showing it there tonight with a live score. We're all pretty excited about it.
I think that's what I was saying about us moving away from conventional traditional screenings. In that, Mark Donne it's his debut film, so he's a first-time filmmaker. It's in an unusual venue. It's in the East End, and it's got a live music score. So it really kind of sums up exactly kind of what the festival is doing.